like to start streaming again. It's like a common issue I have, unfortunately. There we go. I think it's good now. Is it outputting? There we go. Okay, YouTube's back up. That was fun. Wow, great game. Yeah, great game. It just made the video of my room and only just realized how much of my accent ruins my English. No! No! Accents are fine. Accents are fine. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't looked at anything in that that channel really. I've just reacted to let you know that I saw that you posted it because I want to wait and have like a true reaction when I do the stream tomorrow. So tomorrow you'll see like my full reaction. Balkan accent isn't fine. It sounds like you don't know any English. No, it's fine. You don't have to know English. I know you know English, but you don't. It's okay because I already know you know. I see you speak English all the time. It's okay. I had a feeling you'd be curious, so I put a password just in case. Alrighty. I sounds good. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Well, what should we do instead? Because I think that Expedition 33 is not gonna happen. I have this feeling. Let's... Wow. Thanks, kitties. That was gross. That was good. Yeah. That was gross. This is what I was talking about that I added to my panels. Let me look at what I have in Steam. I have... Yep. Don't worry about it, Core. It's new. I how do we move past that? Let's see. I have Castle Crashers. Oh, Silver! Wait, why did my TTS not work? My tip thing. Why did that not work? Hold on, let me try it. Maybe it's because everything just crashed. Maybe it's because everything just crashed. Yeah, because I have the right panel in here. No, I'm not a scammer. What the heck? Yeah, I have the browser source. I'm pay no attention to it? Why? I'm paying attention to it. I'm staring directly at it. I don't know why. The text-to-speech is supposed to work. Unless you just didn't put a message. Okay, I'll drink water. I know that the bits text-to-speech works for sure. Streamlabs constantly fights me. Yeah, I saw you donated. I saw. I'm staring at it. I don't have wet ears. Hi, Dreams. Why do you announce yourself that way? Tip settings. Yeah, what the heck? Tipping. Tip page. Tip settings. I don't have what. Okay, well, Kirby may or may not have licked my ears, but that's not my fault. Dreams didn't even see that. Yes, I did see Dreams. I saw. You can't hide that from me. I saw it. You're gonna try the new channel point stuff? Okay, enjoy yourself. That's what I put it there for. That's what I put it there for. Why? What's wrong with my tipping thing? Why? Guys, should we do... We're gonna do a... He needs some milk.
He needs some milk!
It worked. I was afraid it wasn't gonna work. Hi, Core. Yeah, Dreams, you just missed it. Kirby suckled my ears. I went... Yeah, Corey, you're enjoying yourself, huh? Hold on. Ah! The Streamlabs is so frustrating because why does it have things that don't work? Alert box. Like test Twitch. Streamlabs tipping. Yeah, so it should like do this whole thing and it's not doing it. Ah! My posture's not too bad right now, thankfully. My posture's not too bad. Oh my god! Again? Why? Okay. Okay. Now I guess my ears really are wet because you got both ears. You really suckled on both ears. Ew. I can't tip myself, so I can't even test it. Can I test it in my browser source? Can I send myself a test? Yeah, I have it all set up. I don't know. I don't understand. Oh, you're dumping your points into Phasmo? Oh my god, 10,000? 10,000 points into Phasmo? Is this a joke? Chat. I don't even see. I can't even see my face? My face? Really? Really, Dreams? You showed him it once and he's like, my turn. My turn. I'm putting that out there. Yeah, my eyeballs. What? 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 Oh, tits! Wait, hi Zool. The bonk didn't work. Tits is not running. Let me run. You're trying to get my ear. You got my fucking face. You're gonna go eat. All right, enjoy your eating. Don't worry. Zool. I'm gonna fix that. I forgot I have to run that program. I have so many programs to run. No wonder my GPU fucking fails. Constantly. My bonk. No, I'm just the master of scamming. Everything. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna do it for you. I have free bonks. Hold on. Oh shit, you can see my tits overlay. Don't look at my tits, guys. Don't look at my tits. Here we go. It's called tits, by the way. It's not. That's just the program is called tits. Here you go. There. That's for you. That's for you. I don't understand. Why did the tip not work? I've been fighting. Maybe I just need to switch to like stream elements or like sound alerts and have them facilitate my tips instead, because the Streamlabs one just doesn't like it constantly like doesn't work for me. I don't know. Ah! Guys, I think we're not gonna play Expedition 33 because
Full
I
of
don't
dreams
crash.
sent. You're stinky with wet ears.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, well, listen, yeah, basically. I was using it for a reason because I was using one of Streamlabs thanks. I was using one of Streamlabs stream labels things. And then, so that's why I had it set. I'm just gonna go back to using sound alerts, to be honest. I'm gonna have sound alerts facilitate my tip page again because this fucking sucks. You're dumping your points into Phasmo again? Okay, I'm gonna switch this to just chatting stream because clearly I think we're just gonna hang out instead. Tell me your darkest secrets. I'm naming it Tell Me Your Darkest Secrets. There. It's like complaining you can't breathe well in a vacuum. Listen! I had a reason for it. Just because it's not the best anymore, it worked for what I needed it to in the beginning. Secrets. Okay, save. I've just changed my stream info. We're just gonna chat because Expedition 33 I think is not gonna happen. Yeah. All right, let's. Hmm. It's worked before. That's why I'm baffled because I've made it work before. Hmm. Ugh. Once in a blue moon? No, dead ass. I guess I'll just go back to using sound alerts. Wait, I want to edit my Tangia stuff a little bit eventually because I think one of those was supposed to be different bits amount, but it's too late. Wait, yeah. Ba 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 ba. What are you guys doing today? Tell me your darkest secrets. Tell me your deepest and darkest secrets. I want to know. You're gonna head out. They give you a really bad, or they give you a really annoying thing at work to do, and it's gonna take a bit of concentration. Okay, have fun. You came in here just to lick my ears, lick my face. Goodbye. Enjoy. I like meant for real, for real. You. I already knew that. That's not a secret, Zool. I already knew that. Okay, bye, dreams. Have fun. Why doesn't it work? Poopmaster69? Really? Hi, bestie.
Unfortunately, it's overshadowed by all this unyielding
What is this? What was that? It's silver. I was the first to send a story. Yeah, I was gonna read it on a different day. I'm gonna make a whole day for reading stories. Yeah. And confessionals. But I don't want your confessions today. I want your deepest, darkest secrets. Tell me your darkest secrets. Tell me something. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna delete my Streamlabs browser sources and I'm just gonna switch back to sound alerts. I haven't read it yet. I've been waiting because I wanna read it and like have my natural reaction. Yeah. So I'm gonna read it like for the first time when I read it for stream. That's my plan. Oh. You're really having fun, aren't you? You guys are having fun with this. You accidentally busted your friend's open before on accident? His head? He's alive? Wait, what did you do? How did you do that? How does that happen? How does this happen? Let me set this to 1. I want this to be Brian. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Sharp? I'm trying to figure out why my tip thing broke. You know, as per usual. Stuff's always breaking on my stream. It's okay, guys. New PC tomorrow.
Silverstorm 2,352 cent.
Why does it sound like that? Hi, Suede. We were dumb kids throwing bricks at trees, and the rest of the story kind of tells itself. Wait, you hit him with a brick? Dreams, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're just relaxing? I love to hear that. I'm relaxing too. I was gonna play Exhibition 33 and then it crashed my computer and it broke everything, as per usual. As per usual, everything's always breaking. Dreams, don't you have work to do? Instead, you're telling me about the time you hit someone with a brick. This is crazy. You're like, I'm actually super busy. When really young, I accidentally broke my sister's finger in the door and I gaslighted her into thinking she's the one who did it. Whoa! That's impressive. I love remembering stupid things I've done when I was younger. Yeah, Sharp, tell me your deepest and darkest secrets. Okay, bye, dreams. I'll see you around. Silver, you're worryingly quiet because I know you're just digging through that extension.
Real question is this.
Yep.
Was all this legal? Absolutely not.
Are you... Why did you put him in front of my mouth? Why did you put him there? I like that as soon as I was saying, Silver, I know you're just digging for memes, and you immediately sent the meme as I was saying that. Y'all know those Sonic Boom bottle rockets? I mean, I know what bottle rockets are. A magician never reveals his secrets. So you're just not gonna explain what happened with the broken finger. You're just gonna let that be. Heard that. Let's see. Let me find a GIF. I gotta upload one of my emotes. Upload. And test it out for real, for real? Wait, test out how to break my finger? I don't want to do that. Sonic Boom bottle rockets are as loud as the end of a fireworks show? That's crazy. I mean, I got a stupid thing I did. I thought it would be a good idea to scooter down a gravel hill. It was pretty steep too. I hit a rock and went flying and scraped the outer layer of my skin off my forearm. Ugh! That's awful. That's awful. Ouch. I think, what's the stupidest thing I've done? What's wrong with me being quiet? It concerns me. It concerns me when you're quiet.
No.
Really? You guys are funny. Okay, wait, I'm fixing my tip page. So I'm using sound alerts instead because Streamlabs pisses me off. It never reads the text-to-speech right, so I'm just gonna fix it. Okay. That'll be better. Can I make it bounce? Yeah. Yeah, make it bounce. Wait, that's crazy. Never mind, I shouldn't have said that. Ads are not starting. It's a liar. Guys, so if we're talking stupid stuff, as a kid I was playing with a knife. I dropped it and tried to catch it and stabbed through my hand. I'm autistic. I love playing with dangerous stuff. I'm autistic, but I don't love that. That's your own brand. That's your brand. My cousins and I got a few and grabbed our bows and went to the backfield. We were lighting them and firing them at each other. One of mine went off course and into the neighbor's car before detonating. All of the glass shattered and the doors were jammed, and they never found out. You know, people do that with like Roman candles during 4th of July. They shoot Roman candles at each other like they're wizards. Different autism. I was riding my bike when I was younger and lost my balance and ended up sliding on my face for 5 feet. I don't think I did anything like particularly dangerous as a kid. I mostly stayed at home and watched anime. As a kid, I was lighting matches for fun and was lighting pieces of paper on fire. I bent a paper clip to be like tweezers. It wasn't long enough and I got burns on the tips of my fingers. Ouch! I'm a destructive kind of autism. I love destroying shit. Gotta love the 90s. Dude, I think the weirdest thing I did is I made a Vine of a random watermelon on the street. I used to have a Vine account. When I was younger, I had a Vine account with my friend and we posted really shitty Homestuck cosplay on there. It's really embarrassing. I kind of wish it still existed though, but we deleted it. When Vine died, we deleted everything. I wish we'd saved it all. Grandma, go back to bed. I'm not grandma. I kind of miss that era of Vine. I think TikTok is not as good. TikTok is just different. Vine was an era for real. Vine was an era. How does tipping work on sound alerts? Does this just go on my... How does this work? Where's my tip page? How does this work? Manage active alerts for your tipping page. Settings. Oh, tipping. Oh, tipping page. Oh, yeah, people can anonymously tip. I don't care. Gotta go now. The baby is calling me. Okay, have fun. Bye. I'll see you. I have a slight feeling we won't be reaching the Phasma goal. Don't worry, I'll just extend it. I'll just extend it until we get it because I want you guys to win, okay? I don't want you to fail. I don't want you to fail. I want you to win. Copy. Visit tipping page. Oh, okay, wait, I think I did it. Okay, guys, I made a new tipping page. Yeah, look at see, we'll just dumped so many. We'll be fine. It's all fine. Everything is fine. I'm changing my donate page on my stream. Yeah. Please hold. So I'm gonna make donations actually fucking work. I only dumped 683. All I had, it says 4,683. That says 4,683. It doesn't say 683. More stupid confessions. I went through a breakup 10 minutes before the stream. That's not a stupid confession. That's so sad. I'm sorry. What the heck? What's wrong with that person? Why did they hurt you? This guy stinks. This guy stinks. Okay. That's total. Oh, that's how many you've done total. Oh, I didn't know it was how many you've done total. You don't seem to understand the premise. Yeah, that's not a stupid confession. That's just, I feel so bad for you. Are you doing okay? Ah! That one's kind of cute. That one's kind of cute, Silver. I like that one. That one's kind of cute. You're okay. It's fine. Hasn't hit yet. Make sure you buy ice cream now. Buy ice cream and plan what show you're gonna watch later so you can feel good. Aw, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Pookie. I was gonna say get high, not ice cream. I mean, shit. If that's your vibe, who am I to stop you? You probably just talk with friends, as you should. That's important. That's an important part of processing. Is like weed ice cream. I mean, they make that. They make that. That's an important part of processing, right? Is like, you know, talking with your friends about it. Guys, okay, I fixed my tip page. So now it's sound alerts and it actually has a text to speech button and it should just fucking work now. Genius business model. I know you can't spell Zool. It's okay. Hi, Bystol. How are you doing? I like that you call me Little Fox even though in Discord all of you guys are Little Foxes. Nice. Okay, yeah, everything's all set up now. Pretty dumb. It's not pretty dumb. That is not pretty dumb. That's not your dumb. You know what I mean? I want your dumb confessions, but that's not your dumb. That's someone else's dumb. You're a big fox? No, you're baby, remember? I'm bigger. I'm older than you. Tiny baby fox. So I have some new stuff. So tomorrow's stream, we're gonna be very snuggled up and cozy. And I have another new outfit. But this outfit, the new one, I have to like finish debugging it a little bit because I have some issues with it. But once it's debugged, we will unveil Kitsune goddess form. Well, I won't call it my goddess form because it's not that goddessy. But I'll unveil my spirit form. Wah! And the crowd goes wild. Wah! But cozy for tomorrow is gonna be so cute. I'm debating if I want to put like your room reveals on like a TV and have it as a TV in my room. And we'll just watch the TV. I think that's a good idea, right? And then, so, okay, I was working yesterday, and I'm right now. I've been bartending.
He
and
needs some milk.
Room reveals. Okay. Yeah. Well, no. Listen. Did you not post yours? You have to post your room in my Discord so I can review it. I'm reviewing your room. Show it. Show me it. Yes. Sorry, I'm responding to a Discord message. I am tempted to flashbang. Do it. I'm not against it. If it's there, you can do it. You're not sending your room? Shaking my head, actually. You hate me. You don't want me to review your room because you are ashamed? So I'm building my new PC. Oh, I was talking about work. So, okay, fine. Fine. I was at work yesterday. Oh, there it is. It landed on my boobs. Wow. That was kind of fun though. I like it. This is fun, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff on it. So I was at work yesterday, and so the day before yesterday was really slow at work, and I didn't make it like any money. And then yesterday I was at work. Holy shit, it was fucking busy. I was training someone. Boob flashbang, the next logical step to bra chip. Yeah. I'm training someone on the bar. I don't normally bartend at work because I used to always bartend, but I stopped bartending because our bar actually doesn't make very good money. So I was like, it's not really my thing. Like, I would rather just serve where I know I can make consistent money. So I've been bartending again to help train the new bartenders because I'm the only person that's clean at my bar. Everyone else is really dirty, and it makes me sad. So I'm training new bartender, and it was so busy. Like, so I got my ass kicked, basically. Dirty as in they're just not clean. They're just not clean. They don't clean the way I clean. I clean better. Like, it's not dirty enough that I wouldn't serve out of it, but they don't deep clean things, and it makes me sad. Oh yeah, no, not like that. Don't worry, Zool, that's crazy. But like, yeah, so then I got my ass kicked while I was training someone. I was like, listen, I just need you to take care of the guests, and I'm gonna make all the drinks, even though I want her to learn the drinks, because it was not gonna happen if we didn't. So we made it work, but holy shit did I get. And then I was so tired when I got home. I love alcohol. That's, you know what, fair. I drink, but I don't drink often. I drink like when I go out socially. I drink, or like if I'm going to like a festival, I'll pregame for the festival. Yeah, I like to drink. Um, hmm, 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 hmm. I rarely drink tea, but when I do, I go insane. I go sicko mode. No, I'm. Okay, that one was mean, Silver. That one was scary. Ah! You didn't just get me, you got everyone. You got everyone. I'm shaking now. That was awful. Maybe I'll get rid of that one. Oh no. Oh. Oh Lord. Okay, so tomorrow, one thing I'll never do is drink. I'm sorry. You should be sorry. Tell me your darkest secrets, but then I go to jail? Wait. No, tell me it. Tell me. I have to know. I will judge if you should go to jail or not. Me, your benevolent leader. Tell me a secret. Tell me one secret. Just one. New PC tomorrow. Yeah, who did you kill? I want to know. Was it at least fun? Did you pick someone fun? So we're streaming. I'm doing the room reviews tomorrow. And I've committed arson on a welcome mat on accident. Is it arson if it's an accident? How did you burn a welcome mat? I can't tell that one. But one secret, Yeah, Silver, you got everyone, I think. I think you got us all. Oh, Zool needs to recover. I'm probably gonna turn that one off. I like the Charlie jump scare. I don't know about the exorcism jump scare. That one's intense. It got me though. It worked. I threw a piece of paper that burned me outside and it landed on the welcome mat. I was not ready to be jump scared. I wasn't either, man. I literally jumped and covered my eyeballs. I was like, wait. So I'm doing room review tomorrow, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can set up hand cam and do a PC building stream. No promises on that one, but if I can, I'll announce it in Discord. I'm gonna have to move my whole PC and get it all like set up and have a camera for it and blah blah blah. So if I can do it, I'll announce it, but if not, then I'll also announce that and just be like, sorry guys. I have everything now except my CPU. My CPU comes tomorrow. I don't know if I already told that, but you witnessed a murder? You told us recently that you witnessed stabbings, but I don't know if that was what you're referencing. I've witnessed death, but not a murder? Ugh. This is intense. I saw someone get paralyzed in a motorcycle accident. It was crazy. Oh, they did? They died? That's sad. Wow. Yeah, I saw someone get paralyzed. I don't know if they then later died, but but they definitely got paralyzed because their motorcycle, they got hit and they flipped and like landed on their back. It was kind of crazy. Very scary. I got involved in 3 car accidents that could have ended with my death. That's insane. These are intense, guys. Oh, thank you. It's true. I'm British. I've obviously seen stabbings, but to my knowledge, they've lived. How long does this hat stay here? This hat is good. Wow. I'm impressed. Well, that's crazy. Forever hat. Oh, there it goes. I've never seen someone be stabbed or I don't think. Oh, wait. I did see a knife fight, but no one got injured from it. I used to work at a coffee shop and homeless people used to fight on the patio. And one time a guy brought a knife. Actually, this is a crazy story. I got to tell you about when I worked. Okay, so I used to work at a coffee shop, a popularly well-known one. If I shared my deepest secrets, it'd be trauma dumping. Okay, let's stay surface level then if you want. So I like I'm so tired. I'm having too much fun. I'll stop now. No, they're so fun. That's why I put them there. I put them there for you to have fun. In one, I wasn't strapped in, and in the other two, if the driver would have not done a crazy maneuver, I would have died, but luckily only small injuries. Raptor, that's crazy! But we're so lucky that you're here, so I'm very happy that you survived. I used to work at a coffee shop. I used to work at a chain coffee shop, and the one I worked at was kind of crazy because it was in a really unfortunate location, basically, and it had a lot of homeless people, and I don't judge like homelessness because sometimes you just go through tough shit, you know what I mean? But these were the type of homeless people that like they were not helping themselves. They were kind of just like doing drugs and hanging out on the patio. They weren't like, so we had free Wi-Fi, but they didn't use the free Wi-Fi for beneficial things. They were just using the free Wi-Fi to like go on their phone. But anyways, our patio was basically like the homeless people hangout of the city, like because we had a policy that unless someone was being like vocally disruptive, we were not allowed to like ask them to leave, even if they were just loitering and didn't order anything. We weren't allowed to ask them to leave, and we had to give free water to anyone who asked for free water. So they would come in and they would ask for free water, and so we would give them free water, and then they would just sit on the patio and use the Wi-Fi and just hang out there all day. And it was always like there was a lot, like the entire patio was full, and that's like whatever. I don't really, like I said, I don't really care. If you just need somewhere to hang out in the shade and you need some water and you need a little Wi-Fi, like, so be it. But they would do drugs in the bathroom. They would, because our bathrooms weren't locked, they would go into the bathroom, and like we literally had someone overdose in the bathroom before and we had to call 911. They would constantly clog the back of the toilet with needles, and we'd have to get the whole tank replaced because there'd be so many needles in there. Taking the trash out was scary because like there was always needles in the trash can and we were afraid of getting poked. And like, so one time, oh, and I also had a stalker. I had a guy that would stalk me there. He would come in and he would just sit in the lobby and stare at me the entire shift. And then like I told my coworkers, I was like, hey, this guy literally just spends the whole shift staring at me and giggling, and it makes me really uncomfortable and like scared to leave work. And they basically were like, well, we can't just like kick him out. Be free, Raptor.
Be free, Raptor.
He's throwing you away. He said goodbye. Well, listen, I'm gonna get into it. This job was terrible. So basically, not the best timing. So basically, yeah, so I had a stalker. He showed up one day and he started coming in every day. I think he was also homeless, but he started coming in every day, and he would just sit there and he would stare at us all shift. He would never order anything. He would never talk to us. He would just stare at us from like in the corner. But he had like a particular liking for me. And on my shifts in particular, he would watch me and just giggle the whole time. So I told my managers and I told my other coworkers, and Silver, thanks for all the
Stop!
cheers. Oh,
You violated the law.
well, I forgot about that. Thanks for all the cheers. I finally got the audio to work. See? The audio works now. It like it makes the noise it was supposed to make the whole time. In my defense, I lagged. No, it's okay. But I told my coworkers and my manager, and they were basically like, because he's not being disruptive, we can't ask him to leave. And I was like, he is disrupting me. He is disrupting my mental stability. Silver always has hella bits. Silver stays cheering. It's crazy. And so then he stayed for like a month. Like he would come in like every day for a month. And this was when I was dating that same guy that I told you guys about in the last story that I had the roommates with. And so I would have him pick me up from work. I did have pepper spray. I had pepper spray and I had this like brass knuckle keychain. But he would pick me up from work at the door and walk me home because like I didn't have a car back then because I was a teenager. And so yeah, I'm in America, but no, I did not have one. So basically like we found his Facebook profile and he had like a bunch of like satanic stuff on it. Like he it was like a lot of like pentagrams and like, yeah, it was really intense. And I was like, oh my God, am I gonna be kidnapped and sacrificed? What the hell? I didn't have one. I had two. No, I personally do not own one. Because I don't know. I have a weird, listen, because school shootings make me so sad. So I'm like, I'm scared of perpetuating the, I don't know. I don't personally own one. My roommates have one. So my house is protected. My roommates own guns, but I don't have one. I have a bow and that's it personally. Yeah, we had one here in Austria and Graz. It was fucking terrible. I've seen a lot. It's really unfortunate. And like when someone took me to a range, I went with some friends for their birthday to like, they wanted to test out some, and oh, hi Martin. And they took me to the range, but they took me to the range like a day or two after like a really big school shooting happened in Georgia. And so I just spent the entire time crying and I just couldn't, yeah, it was tough. But anyways, so back to my stalker story. Yeah, so I started getting like walked home or driven home. And eventually he like showed up there at like 4 a.m. And they finally like had police escort him and trespass him because they were like, you can't just be hanging out by the front door at 4 a.m. waiting for employees to show up. That's like creepy behavior. But needless to say, so the story that I'm telling you is actually not about the stalker. The stalker just happens to be there. So I had to like preface that. So there's the patio was full of like a ton of homeless people. Now that was bad timing with the shooting range. Yeah, I got bonked in the middle of that. It's crazy. But I like, so there's a bunch of homeless people in the patio and they're fighting and they're like pulling knives on each other. And my stalker is there. My stalker's sitting in the corner staring at me and giggling. And then my ex's ex comes in, the one that I knew my ex cheated on me with. And I think they knew that I knew that they were part of the cheating as well. And also, everyone at my job knew them because they knew my ex before they knew me. So they knew my ex's ex before they knew me. So my ex's ex comes in and everyone's like, "Oh shit, that's your partner's ex." And I was like, so I'm in the back heaving because I'm like, I can't deal with all of this. Like, there's people fighting with a knife on the patio. There's my stalkers here sitting in the corner staring at me like usual. And then my ex's ex just showed up, the one that my ex cheated on me with. What the fuck? All this in one day at a damn coffee shop. So I'm like trying to chill in the back, but this is before the knife got pulled. This is all I knew is that they were arguing. So then my shift leader comes back to the office and is like, "I need you to get your ex's order because I have to go deal with the fact that they just pulled knives on each other on the patio." I'm like, "What?" So then I had to get their order and make it and have conversation with them. And it was very uncomfortable and very awkward because we both knew who each other were. And my stalker was staring at me in the corner. And it was all girls working on the shift. We were all girls. And then after that shift, what the fuck kind of work day did you have? Yeah, I was like also like 18. I was a baby. So, and then the fight breaks up, whatever. Like, we called the non-emergency line. We don't even call 911 because we had the non-emergency on speed dial because there was always shit happening. My coffee shop constantly was calling the police. And so yeah, we got that dealt with and taken care of. Yeah, the homeless people were fighting each other and then they pulled knives. They just pulled knives on each other while they were fighting on the patio. I don't even know what they were fighting about because I didn't like hear it. But yeah, the cops deadass were like, "Bruh, okay, on the way." We're on the way. So yeah, we basically like after the fight got broken up and all the people left, and then like my ex's ex left, the stalker went and sat on the patio and watched us. And he just sat there and stared inside the window at me and the two other girls that were working the entire time we were closing. It was literally just all by ourselves, just us three girls trying to close down the store, and he's just sitting on the patio staring in at us. Like, what? And so I had to get like, we had to call my partner to like escort us out because I was too scared to leave. I thought we were going to die. And that's like, so yeah, all that happened in like one day. And like that, I worked there for like a year and some. That shit was happening on the regular. Like I said, people were literally overdosing in the bathroom. It was crazy. I had someone throw hot coffee at me through the drive-through window. They threw a hot cup of coffee at me. I had someone dump hot coffee on my hands before. People are crazy. People are weird and crazy. Knife fights are terrible. Everything is terrible. Everything about that story was terrible. All of it. Every part. And I remember another time I had a panic attack about the stalker, and one of my shift leaders was like, "You just gotta suck it up." And I was like, "Suck it up? He's gonna murder me. He's gonna kidnap me and kill me. I can't just suck that up. What the hell?" Good lord. So anyways, yeah. You know. What the fuck is that answer? Hope you punched her in the face. What, the person who threw the shift leader? He was a guy actually. And no, I was just like, I just cried. I was like, okay. Oh, sure, I guess I'll figure it out. Can we not just trespass him? And they're like, no. And I'm like, please. Please. So the stalker bit reminded me of something, right? So back when I was a freshman in high school, some dude tried to hit me with his car. I thought it was an accident, but then it happened again 2 days later. Same car. So now I live on out of spite, bro. It was a living skill issue. Someone tried to, oh my God, that reminds me. When I was like 13 or 14 years old, I went to, I think I was 13 because it was my first anime convention. Actually, no. It was okay, so I was 14 because it was the second year of me going to this anime convention. So I used to go to this local anime convention like every year. And when I was 14, I went and we decided to like walk down the road to go to, there was a Starbucks down the road. So we, on the way to the, like we're walking, so the convention's happening in a hotel and the Starbucks is down the road. So we're walking down the road and like there's all these people outside protesting gay people. And so me and my friend just like grabbed each other's butts when we were walking by because we're like, fuck you, you suck, gay people are great, and whatever, that happened. But as that was happening, we were getting ready to cross the street and we were jaywalking, but like that street's never that busy. So this guy is driving and he sees us jaywalking and he fucking speeds up. I'm 14. He speeds up and tries to hit us. I almost got killed. Another secret, something similar happened with an old friend of mine, and there happened a bit more when she was alone. So yeah, take things serious, please, and arm yourself. It's really bad. The world we live in is crazy. A lot of stuff happens, and good lord. Okay, I gotta change all of these to, okay, the text to speeches were supposed to be. There's a lot of cool text to speeches on here. I just don't understand like the world we live in and why people are the way that they are and do bad things. Why do people want to do bad things? Like what's there's an ASMR text to speech? Yeah, shit world. Shit world indeed. Maybe it's in the water. Yeah, we're all being fluoridated and it's Asterion whispers text to speech? Asterion from Baldur's Gate? Wait. I want Asterion to whisper something to me. Bart Simpson text to speech? Another freshman story, some dude set off the fire alarms by smoking in the bathroom. My high school had a drug problem because it was like a school that had a lot of academies, and so people would do like, you know, they'd be in really intense serious classes, and so they would be doing like hella Molly and like to feel better because they were all depressed, so they'd do like hella Molly, and they would do Adderall and like Ritalin and shit because they all had to focus on the amount of like homework they had to do. It's pretty crazy. My high school has a drug problem. It's California. What do you expect? Yeah, and then like one year, my freshman year, someone baked pot brownies and brought them in and they were like passing them around, but they didn't realize, like they didn't tell anyone that they were pot brownies. They just said they were brownies, and people were greening the fuck out in my school, and they like a bunch of people had to go to the emergency room. I think it was also laced, like it was not like just pure, you know. My class was just violent. Yeah. Also, my other high school was kind of like that. People just fought each other. Some girl like, oh my god, I have a story. So I was in theater. I was a theater kid. Can you tell? And there's this girl that I'd known since middle school. What should we name her? Let's name her Renee. So I knew this girl Renee in middle school. I met her in 6th grade, and she was like, I don't know. I look back and I feel kind of bad that I didn't befriend her, like didn't give her more friendship. But she was rude. But so there's this girl Renee, and in 6th grade we had this social studies teacher. He taught ancient world history, and everyone knew that he was a pervert. Like we all knew he was a pedophile, and basically like he got her into the quiz bowl for social studies because she was pretty good at school. She was not bad. She was a transfer student. She came in not halfway into the year, but like maybe like a quarter of the way into the year, and like not to air her business out or anything, but she didn't have a great home life. Like she had a couple of siblings and they all lived in like a 1-bedroom place, and like that's whatever, I don't judge because I grew up poor, so I don't judge it. But that's kind of like some backstory you need, is that she didn't have a great home life, And so she spent a lot of time at school, and so the teacher got her into quiz bowl to like give her another escape, basically, to like spend more time away from home. And we also rode the same bus. So I knew her from like we were in the same social studies class and we rode the same bus. Well, one time, this story got around that like that she had to go to the quiz bowl, and the teacher is the one that drove her to the quiz bowl. And like that's fine and dandy if you just care about your students. But she told people that like, and I believe her because listen, I believe her. But she told people that when he picked her up for the quiz bowl, he like he was being really weird with her in the car and like touching up on her and like ugh. But I believe her because this guy would literally like he would have all the like girls, if they were wearing a skirt, he would have them stand up on a chair and like turn on the projector manually instead of using the remote, because he'd say the remote was broken. And so he'd have them stand up on a chair so that he could look up their skirt when they turned on the projector. But anyways, that's just a little bit of backstory about how I met Renee. She was nice. We were friends for a little bit. We did a couple group projects together, and we kind of stopped being friends because I don't know. She just wasn't like, I don't know. She was I don't know. She was nice but also not nice. I don't know how to explain it. Like she was nice but she was very brash and we just didn't get along that well. So later we meet each other again in high school because I went to 2 high schools. And so we end up in the same theater class. I don't know about bipolar. I just think she was like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think she just had some issues and like, so be it. I had a teacher like that once, can't talk about it because it'd be trauma dumping. He's in prison now though. Holy shit. I think my teacher also is in prison. So yeah, so basically like we end up in the same high school and we are in the same theater class, and like my theater class was pretty dope. We were very exclusive because we were an auditioning class rather than just like you can take theater. You had to audition into this class, and it wasn't like after school program. Like it was musical theater, but it wasn't after school. It was like a whole ass class, a whole ass academy class. And holy shit, there's so many text to speeches. I'm just going through these. Basically like she's dating this guy, and this is our sophomore year. She's dating this guy, and for like half of the year she's dating him. I don't remember his name. I just know she's dating him for half a year. Well, they break up one day, and she's really upset about it. And so we're in I think we were there after school working on stuff for the musical, and she's like upset about it and she's crying, and I was like, okay, like what happened? And she doesn't really go into that much detail. She's just like, he just cheated on me, and so we broke up because he cheated on me. I was like, oh shit, that's so sad. Bro, it gets around the school the next day that he was caught in the pottery room, cheating on her with another person, with a guy actually. But like that's neither here nor there. But she got cheated on in the pottery room at school, and it got caught on camera, and it went around the school. And I still to this day I'm like, God, that's awful. Imagine not only were you cheated on and now you guys are broken up, but you being cheated on, the video circled around school. Ah! Hi, cat. One of my teachers went to prison. I got weird vibes from him when I was 12. Ugh, what's wrong with teachers? Why is it always teachers? Yeah, rest in peace indeed. So, yeah, pretty bad. Pretty horrible, actually. Pretty horrible. I have some crazy school stories. What else do I know from school? Let me think. Ooh, someone's loud-ass lawnmower is outside. Loud-ass lawnmower. I had this math teacher in freshman year that, like, turns out he was trying to flirt with me. I was 12 and I didn't know. I don't like that this has just turned into talking about our pedophile teachers. What's wrong? What's wrong with the world? So I had this math teacher. This is not going the same route. This is a different story. I had this math teacher that, like, he was my freshman year. So freshman year I started at one school, and then I switched to another school with, like, a couple months left. And yeah, teachers are crazy. When I switched schools, I uh everyone told me, they're like, "Oh, this math teacher is awful." Like, people, when they get him, they switch out of his class in the very beginning of the year, and they switch into online, because you can't change your teacher. The only thing you can do is change to online. So, deadass, as soon as people saw that they got him on their schedule, they would change to online classes, because he was like that rude. But basically, he was ex-military, and he only liked the people on the football team. So he just basically only liked football guys. And it was I want to say it was geometry. Um, I had just gotten glasses, and he kept making comments about them. Context: he was an art teacher and kept giving me compliments. I wasn't even in his class. Ugh, what? Yucky. So basically, this teacher, he would, if you asked a question, he would dead ass just look at you, or like you were stupid, and then he would like, he wouldn't even answer your question. He would just give you like a look, like a, and then not answer your question and just continue what he was doing. Like, he just acted like everyone was stupid, and never helped. And he was really rude, and he would just yell about things constantly. And the only people he liked were the football players. So his class sucked. I only had him for 2 months, and I genuinely wanted to like drop out. I was like, this is the worst. Um I even knew someone later that like went to high school a couple years after me, and went to the same high school and got the same math teacher, and immediately switched. Like, that still to this day is an issue. I feel like, and most of his class fails. He constantly fails people. How is this teacher still a teacher if he's constantly failing people? And like, when I tell you, he would start the beginning of the year with 30 students, and by the end of every year, he would have like 12, because more than half of the class would drop his class to switch to online, because he was such a terrible teacher. There was a teacher in my elementary school who would grade people lower based on race and ethnicity. If you weren't white, she would be a lot stricter with you. What the fuck? Yeah, why are sports teachers so biased indeed? Well, he was a math teacher. He was a math teacher is the thing. He was teaching fucking geometry. Ay, ay. This shit's crazy. I don't know. I just exist here. He was just a big sports fan. Yeah, he was a math teacher that, I mean, sure, he played football or something, but he had, also he had all of his military uniforms just hanging around the room. Like, all of his old uniforms, they were just hanging up all over the room. It was so weird. And he was one of the teachers that would force you to say the pledge. And thankfully, I didn't have him for my first period. He was my second period. But like, yeah, it really is just intimidation. I never said the pledge in high school. I had stopped saying the pledge, I want to say, in like middle school, in like 7th grade. So when I was around 13. Hi, Gecko. Because I don't like my country. I don't want to say the pledge to this country. Also, I think it's weird. I just think it's weird. Hi, Gecko. Hi, Gecko. I think it's weird to like force children to pledge allegiance to a country. I don't know. Nah, I think it's weird. Other countries don't do that. You know? I think it's weird. But Gecko's here yet? Gecko, are you here yet? Are you here yet, Gecko? Are you here yet? Gecko, I don't know if you're here. You have to tell me if you're here. Oh, I can just click all. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I've been going through doing these one by one, and I can just do that. Wow. Wow. You're running up on me. You have arrived. All right. Sick. All right, I said all of that. So I fixed my text to speech on everything. Anyways. Hi, Gecko. In my high school, we had a sports teacher we called Shaggy because he looked like IRL Shaggy. The most chilled teacher ever, especially because he wasn't biased. And I love that. My math teacher in 10th grade was great. Because he was like super friendly, and like he really cared about his students, and you could tell. Zool, how are you doing? Gecko, tell me your secrets. Tell me a secret. Tell me a secret. I need to know. Oh yeah, I need to know. Ooh. Boy, come find me. You're exciting. Da-na-na-na. I want to hear your deepest, Deepest, darkest secret. Yeah. My biggest secret is that I was with your mom last night. That's crazy because you said you're in California and I know my mom's not there. It was me. Wait, I got my story? Oh, did you post your story? I'm gonna read stories on a different one. Stories, I'm gonna make a different, because I'm also gonna make an anonymous docs post as well for Kiwi. But I'm gonna make a different stream for reading stories. But tell me your secrets. Tell me your secrets. Or tell me about your teachers. Tell me about your experiences in life. I was supposed to be playing Expedition 33, but it crashed my computer, so here we are. Hanging out. Just for a little bit. Eat some snacks. Ooh, what should I eat before work? I have to work today. But I don't work tomorrow or the next day, so we're gonna stream so much. I stole the Declaration of Independence, and now no one is independent. It was you? Ah! Put it back! Put it back! What do you mean L? L what? L because I'm not ready? Oh, L because I crashed? Or L because I work? Accidentally sent that too early. What? What? No! I'm so tired. Ah. I ate a bagel already, but I'm thinking, what should I eat? I had a really cool teacher in high school who had all this nerdy shit like D&D stuff around his room. Context, each teacher had a sign with their name and the room number from when the fire alarm goes off when we went out front. His sign looked like a shaman's staff with the animal school. That's so cool! You stole it fair and square? Okay, fine. What's that movie? Ow! What's that movie with George Clooney where they steal the Declaration of Independence? What is that called? Ocean's 22? Ow! Gecko. This is crazy work. I'm being abused. I'm being abused by my chat. I don't know. I slept weird. I keep having really... Ow! I keep having really weird, long, detailed dreams. But I don't remember the details of them. Ow! Gosh. I was okay in my dream last night. I do remember that I went to Japan again. That's crazy that it didn't work for Silver. That's crazy that it didn't work for Silver. Why didn't it work for Silver? Is there a cooldown? Do I have a cooldown? Hold on. Let me see if I have a cooldown. Maybe. I usually only have nightmares. National Treasure. Oh yeah, that makes sense. L Silver. No, it's listen. Maybe there's. Let me see. Let me turn off the cooldown if there is one. There is a cooldown. I'll just turn it off. Here we go. I'll here. This one goes out to you, Silver. Ow. There you go. That's crazy. Definitely my dream was that I was in Japan and I was walking somewhere because it's just there's so much walking in Japan. And we were trying to like map. Yeah, I keep having weird dreams. We were trying to map to like get somewhere and we were like walking through the rain, like through this big ass parking lot. Yeah, Michi on Michi violence. I'm hitting myself now. And we were walking through this big ass parking lot. It was me and like everyone that I went to Japan with, my whole group. And we were all like, where the fuck are we going? And it kept saying it was going to take us like 3 hours to walk where we were walking. But then we remap it and it would say that it's only going to be 20 minutes. So I don't know. I don't remember. But, and they're like, I keep having two-parters. Like I keep having two-part dreams. Like I know that there's one thing happening for one dream. And then like I get like, and then like it switches up and there's like another dream happens. I don't know. I want to go to Japan. I have friends in Okayama who I want to visit. Japan was so good. I had a great time in Japan. I get the feeling my heart rate shouldn't be 150. I don't know. I have POTS, so my heart rate's always really high, so I'm a bad person to ask. Have you considered just having normal dreams? I mean, yeah, but unfortunately, I cannot control that. I thought it was my ashwagandha, too, because I take ashwagandha, and I was like, maybe the ashwagandha is making me have weird dreams, but I stopped taking it and I'm still having weird dreams. So I'm just gonna start taking it again. Guys, you want to hear about? Okay, so for PC stream tomorrow, I'm thinking when I can do the PC building, the last normal dream I had
needs some
sleep
milk.
paralysis. Ouch. Oh, I'm sorry. I have ads. Yeah. PC building stream tomorrow. If I can get it to run, if I can do the stream. The only thing is I'm reusing my M.2 and I need my M.2 in my PC to stream while I build the PC, so I might not be able to put my hard drive in. But also, oh yeah, Zul, I forgot we were talking about that because I have ADHD. Drink some water and take a rest. Take a rest. My heart rate's always really high though, so I don't know what a normal heart rate's supposed to be. 150 is pretty high though. I have a resting heart rate of like 120. You should drink some water. But I could not deal with ads. Had the reap sub. Yeah, ads are no bueno. Thanks for the resub, Cat. Though you know, I see you got your 2-month badge. Cat's got 2 tails, guys. Cat has 2 tails. Zool also has 2 tails. My 2-tailed homies. But I'm building. So PC building. My plan. Okay, I want to do unboxing of my parts. I haven't opened any of my parts yet because I want to unbox. I subbed to support the local Fox streamer. Thanks, guys. Yes, I'm the local Fox streamer. Looking forward to your hard work and the cozy avatar. Thanks. I'm gonna keep cozy avatar on for building PC as well. Yeah. So I want to do unboxing, so you can unbox the parts with me, and then we'll pop them in the case. So I'm gonna tell you what I have now because I don't care. You'll just see it when I unbox anyways. But I got the Height Y70 Touch case. Do you guys know what that is? The Height Y70 Touch has that panel on the so it's like it's got like a long rectangular panel like in the front corner. So it kind of, rather than like a square, it's like a trapezoid or like an oblong shape. And so I have that, which is like super exciting. It's got that panel with I can like put animations on. Super exciting. And then didn't you pick cleric anyways? If you made wisdom save, you wouldn't need to use cleanse. And then okay, so I got MSI 5070 Ti. It was so expensive. I won't lie, it was really expensive. But I wanted to have a PC that would last me a very long time and be able to stream lots of things for you guys, so that we can like play Expedition 33 and not crash my PC. So I got that. It's not weird. It's weird not having mod view in front of my face. Yeah, sorry. Oh, okay. And so then I got the NZXT AIO cooler. So it's the one that has the animated CPU cover. Oh, it's so exciting. You're gonna lurk with the nerd talk going on. You don't like my nerd talk? You don't want to hear about my PC? But NZXT AIO. That's the last of it, really. I was just gonna talk about my GPU, my case, and my cooler. But it has the little animated thing, so I can put myself. I'm gonna put my own face on it. Michi, the AIO cooler. I'm cooling my own CPU with my face. What should I eat? You're only on PS5? PC users are nerds. I'm not a nerd. I am a nerd, actually. I'm literally a comp sci major. This is like my whole thing. Oh, it's hitting now. Oh, I'm sorry. Take a rest. Take a snooze. Watch some TikToks. Or just watch me. I don't know. Eat some ice cream. And take a nap. Naps make me feel better. I sleep the pain away until it's not there anymore. Whenever I go through something bad, I just sleep so much. I sleep so much. Because I'm like, if I just sleep, it's not happening. If I sleep, it doesn't exist. Food is a bad answer, Gecko. I kind of want French fries. Maybe I should get Wendy's. I like Wendy's. Eat ice cream and then sleep. Yeah. What? That's what I do. When I'm going through a bad time, I eat ice cream and then I sleep. My first breakup, I didn't eat for 3 days. I'll be honest, I was actually the same way. I can't judge you. I do that. When I went through a breakup, a really bad one, I cried and did not eat for like a week. And I unfortunately actually lost a lot of weight and it was really bad. I was very skinny. Sugar's not a good nighttime food. Well, I'm not saying go to bed, but I'm saying take a little nappy nap. Like you can eat ice cream and then take a little nappy nap, you know? And then you wake up and do a little bit more day. You know, honestly, okay, here's my advice. This is my actual real advice, not just like ice cream and sleep. So this isn't even about my breakup. Actually, this is about when I lost all my friends. Because there was a period where I had no friends, and I still have very few friends, but I had no friends, and I had just become a manager at my job, and so I was always like really busy at work, and it was making me very depressed because I had no one to like hang out with outside of work, and I had like basically all my free time was spent working. I mean, most of my time was spent working, so my free time was very little. Um, when my partner broke up with me, I cheered, texted them, "Yay, I'm free!" Oh my god. I mean, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you really feel relief from it. But so after I lost all my friends and I was all by myself all the time and I wasn't dating anyone, I started dating myself. And it sounds weird, but genuinely, I think the best thing I've ever done was taught myself how to be alone. Because I, for like a long time, was really dependent upon having people around all the time, like having a boyfriend or a girlfriend or having like friends to like rely on to be able to like prevent me from being lonely. Like I was so scared of being lonely that I didn't know how to be alone. And so like I don't get broken up with. I'm the heartbreaker normally. Gecko. He's a heartbreaker. Um but I had to start dating myself. Like things that I wanted to do with friends, I just started teaching myself how to do them alone because I was like, if I can rely on no one, I can rely on myself. So I genuinely like I would go to Barnes and Noble by myself and I would go to the cafe, I would get a little snack, I would grab a little coffee, and then I'd sit down at the table and I'd read a book. And then I would like go to the mall and I would do a little bit of like perusing around the mall and like I would go to the movies by myself. Like I just started doing things alone that I would normally do with other people and learning how to do those things by myself. And it honestly made me feel like way better to like be able to enjoy life without relying on other people to bring that joy to my life, I guess. Not that I think that you shouldn't have friends because like I super value having people in my life, but like I I'm okay if I'm by myself. Like it's not like as soul crushing and devastating to be by myself anymore. Cuz for a long time it was. But yeah, it was really bad actually. For a long time it was really bad. Like if I was by myself, I would just panic and cry and like I would spend as much time as possible with people to prevent myself from being alone for more than just like a couple hours. Like if I could just like the only time I spent alone was to like go home, shower and go to bed, like that's what I would do. I'd constantly go out, I would constantly be hanging out with friends, I'd constantly be driving to different cities. I'd be dating someone or I'd be on a dating app and da 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 da, da and like the best thing I ever did was like learn how to be a human being without relying on other human beings. So yeah, that's my real advice. My real advice is like go do some fun things and just like do them alone. You don't have to like obviously you should surround yourself with good friends if you have good friends to like keep you feeling sane because like sometimes you really just do need other people to help you process things. It's sometimes really hard to process things alone, but also be able to like be alone. Be able to like go to the store and just like romanticize your life. I started making TikToks that I would never post, but I would make TikToks about my day to force myself to go out and do things. Like I would make a TikTok where like I get up, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I like do my morning skincare routine, and then I go do an activity and I like record all of it and like I romanticize it. And then when I got home, I would just draft it or delete it because like the point of it for me wasn't about posting the TikTok. It was about if I trick myself into thinking this is content that I want to post, then I will force myself to treat myself like I deserve. I will force myself to like get up and take care of my skincare and eat breakfast and brush my hair and go out and do something that's enriching for my life and for my brain. And yeah, I do surround myself with good friends. I think I mean you met watch you. Yeah, and I think that's like great. It's a good thing to have good friends, but it's also a good thing to be able to like be able to be by yourself as well. Like it's you should be able to have both is my opinion. I don't think you should isolate yourself from your friends. You should definitely be around your friends, but I think I used to rely on my friends too much. I would rely on my friends to get me through things rather than just getting through things on my own. So yeah, so now I think I have a much healthier relationship with like alone time and like spending time by myself on the couch watching TV and spending time by myself going to like do activities and like is it more fun when you do something with someone? Of course. But I don't have to do something with someone to enjoy that thing. I can go do that thing by myself and still enjoy it. Whereas in the past, doing something with someone else or without someone else always felt like it's like embarrassing almost. Like I was like embarrassed to go eat at a restaurant by myself. But then I realized I work in a restaurant and I've never felt anything bad. When I see someone eating by themselves, I've literally never thought it was weird. I've always been like, okay, they're just grabbing lunch. They're just chilling. I've never thought it was weird. But for some reason, I have this stigma for myself of going to a restaurant by myself. I thought, oh, it's weird. It's weird to go to this restaurant and eat by myself. Even though I literally on the regular serve people that eat by themselves. And I'm like, no, it's fine. So I started just taking myself on dinner dates. I'd be going to Outback Steakhouse and buying a ribeye and just hanging out on my iPad and drawing. I just go to restaurants and draw on my iPad and eat food. Like, shit. It worked. It really worked. It made my mental health like way better to like make space for myself in my life. I think I was so busy always making space for other people in my life that I didn't know how to make space for myself. And now I know how to properly take care of myself. Yeah. Without relying on others to take care of me. I want to learn how to draw, but I don't have talent. And drawing is a skill. I think obviously some people are born with a natural talent, but drawing really is a skill that you have to learn. And I only write music and such, not much. I mean, writing music is a really cool skill as well. I think I'm not a very good artist. I'm like an okay artist, but I still work on it all the time and I learn new things all the time and I become better all the time even though I was never like naturally that good at art. I have a friend who's much more gifted than me naturally at art, but every time I draw, I do better. So it really is just a skill you have to practice on. Yeah, drawing is something to learn. And it's just, it's just a skill. It's something that you just have to like you have to put time into it. I'm back. I went jogging with my brother. Welcome back, Raptor. We were talking about life advice and how I said that you should learn how to date yourself. Take yourself on dates. It's important. I think everyone in chat should take themselves on a date. Go do something that you would do on a date, but just do it by yourself. It's great. Life advice. My animation teacher just tells you the basics and then says you're on your own. I mean, that's really, yeah, you can't really teach art because art is subjective. Like, that's why I've always hated the idea of grading art in, like, in art classes. I've always thought grading art is a little bit goofy. I think it should be like, if you're doing like a graded art piece in specific, then like, it should be something like, draw this from reference and then grade it based on like how similar they can make to the reference. But for something that is like you're just given a prompt and let loose, I think grading that is so goofy. Joke's on you, I'm going a date with someone. I know, Gecko, I'm so excited for you. I'm so glad that the first one went well. Money is not everything. Appreciate the time with your family, prepare for the worst, and hope for the best. Honestly, so I've been watching this show on Netflix recently, and it's kind of just about that, where it's like he's a financial advisor, and he just talks about how like what your rich life is. It's not about being materialistically rich or monetarily rich, but about like building stability to build the life that you find to be a rich life, like enriching. I almost failed graphic design because of that. Yeah, it's a little bit goofy. We're having our third one Sunday. Oh, you already had the second one. Ah! This is so exciting. Ow! I was just telling you how happy I was for you and you hit me in the face. Look, it's stuck on me. Go away. Go away. Why is it stuck? There's a fish stuck. That's so good. But Yeah, I don't know. You're dumping more points. Always point dumping. You got too excited. You got so excited you just decided to smack me in the face. It's fine. How do I view my how do I view my I want to see what the channel goal is at. The not the goal, the challenge. What's the challenge at? I can't see it. Holy shit. Oh, bonk. I'm bonked. He bonked me. Silver. I just realized, guys, Silver has donated almost $100 in bits. That's amazing. Shout out Silver. Shout out Silver. 15%? Goddamn. But for me, the one with my family is the most important stuff because trust me, you never know when it's the last time you do something with them, the last conversation, the last time you play something with them. Honestly, I've been going through that mentally recently as well. Only 100? Pfft, that's crazy, Gecko. That's crazy. I'm so impressed. He has disposable income in 2025. This is unheard of. Yeah. In this economy, thank you so much for the support, guys. It makes my life easier. It makes streaming more feasible and easier for me to be able to like take like an extra day off of work here and there to be able to like spend with the community or like buy something new for stream. I love buying art for stream. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, most of my tips and like my cheers and stuff like that, it just goes into me buying art or like buying editors. I like pay editors. I'm like, Kat, here's this money, and then my other editor, here's this money, and then artist, here's this money. Animated emotes coming soon. I'm just constantly dropping money on things. So I've just like, I honestly just put everything back into stream. In fact, I spend more on stream than I should. I spend more on stream than I receive, but like, it's worth it for me because it makes me happy. It makes me happy to have fun things for us to do and like fun things for you guys to see and like, yeah. Of course. I'm happy to stream. You guys don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me for streaming. I want to stream. I want to be here for you. I'm saving money for college snacks. That's where all the money goes. Hell yeah, college snacks. Good to see the fellow editors getting support for real. Gecko, you need work? You need some work too? I'll have 3 editors. Fuck it. Thank you for being a friend. Of course. What are you going through? I hope you're fine. Oh yeah, I was talking about. So I'm kind of going through that with like a family thing right now where it's my dad, basically. I was gonna say I have a family member, but no, it's my dad. I don't really talk to my dad, and I haven't for like I've only talked to him on and off for a little bit since I was 18. So it's been a couple years now. And YouTube Shorts are my domain. No one touch. I got you, Kat. It's just me and you. And basically like I don't know. I if you need someone more high octane, I could help your editors do good work. My editors are great. You're so right. I love my editors. Basically like I guess so I've only talked to him on and off for like a couple of years now, and like we've only seen each other in person a couple of times, but I don't know, he's getting old, and even though we have like a not great history, like I don't know, I don't think he was always a good dad. Sometimes he's a good dad, sometimes he wasn't, but it makes me sad to think that he's getting older and he's pushed everyone out of his life. Like he's pushed me out of his life. He's pushed my brother out of his life. Like he's not married to my mom anymore. He doesn't date seriously. Like I don't think he's in a relationship right now. And it's all a product of his own decisions. He's done a lot of like shitty things and he's made a lot of shitty choices, and that's why we don't really talk. But it makes me sad to think that he's getting old, and like the possibility of him dying alone is like pretty high up there now, and like I feel pity for that. Like it makes me like pity him, and I feel sad because there were times when we had a good relationship. Like when I was young, we had a good relationship, and he just made shitty choices that changed that. And while I know it's like not my fault and I shouldn't have to like bear that mental load, I can't help but feel like I have to still keep in contact anyways and like just see how he's doing. No, he doesn't drink. Thankfully he doesn't like resort to substance abuse or anything like that. He's just not, I don't know, he's stupid. He makes stupid decisions. And yeah, so like I've recently I've been going through that thought a lot of like he could die, and like I mean he's not at death's door, like he's not at that age or anything like that, but like eventually, you know, he'll pass away. And like I'm just afraid of that happening to him and him having no one there, and I don't know, it makes me sad even though I don't really want to be in his life. So, it's a really contradictory feeling to like think about like spending time with family and wanting to like take advantage of all the time that you have with your family, while also feeling like, but I don't really want to see this person. So I don't know, it's so like, hi casual, hi, you came in at a very strange time. My bio dad makes some shitty choices as well. I don't know what it is with dads and making bad decisions. I'm going through the same thing with my grandma, and my grandma did the same thing too, and then she did pass away. And so like my grandma was and she went through a lot, and my dad didn't treat her very well either. But when she passed away, like my dad didn't tell me until like, so she basically was like in the hospital on life support, and then he didn't even give me the chance to come see her. He just like pulled the plug and let me know. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't even get to come say goodbye or anything like that. But I also hadn't talked to her in like a couple of years by that point either. So I don't know, it's tough. um you still can in the future, and you can't do that anymore. Michi being toxic to her family vibes. No, my family being toxic to me actually, and me just giving them what they deserve. I gotta go do some voiceover stuff and script work and edit again. And Sky wants to check my work, so I gotta get my peer review. Okay, bye, Gecko. Have a great rest of your day. I hope that all goes well for you. Have a great day. Bye. No, I don't know. Yeah. Speaking of bio dad's shitty choices, I exist because my bio mom wanted to be something from my bio dad but didn't have the money, so I made an alternate form of payment. That's terrible. And it's unfortunate how common that is, where people just have kids for child support. That's crazy. I don't know. Ugh. The world we live in. For me, it's the worry that I can't do stuff in the future anymore that I can do, and that's why I want to die young. A lot of people have that like mentality, I've heard. Like I know a couple of people that feel the same way, that they're like, it wasn't for child support, it was for coke. Ha! Crazy. But like Raptor, I've heard a lot of people with that mentality recently of like, I have to do everything now because I don't want to get old. I have really bad existential dread about being old. And I'm 500 years old, so that's kind of crazy. But I have really bad existential dread about becoming decrepit and crotchety. I don't know. My stepdad made me love horror movies, and I know I love all the Chucky films. Ah, that's so good. Honestly, I've had good figures in my life, so I don't know. My childhood wasn't great, but like it wasn't like, I've had enough good figures to turn into a good person, I believe. And for that, I think it's okay. I think it's all in the past and whatever. Oh my god, Shy Lily's live. Shy Lily's in a hot tub. I want to see that. I think I know who we're going to raid, guys. We're going to raid Shy Lily and look at her new model, because her new model is so gorgeously beautiful, gorgeous. It does say she's playing Oblivion, though, which is why it's kind of funny. I don't know. The idea of dying for me isn't that bad. I mean, if it would be, I wouldn't go to the army. I mean, that's true. That's true. I don't worry about getting old as much when I have people who'd be here with me and for me. That's true too. I think recently I've had less of that dread because I've been surrounding myself with really good people, but it's still there. All right, guys, I gotta get some food. Let me see here. Do you want to watch Shy Lily? Do you want to raid Shy Lily, or should we raid someone else? I love Shy Lily. Who do we got on here? Who's Nizu? Nizu's playing Valorant. I was in the hospital and I saw how old people live, and I don't want that for me. Yeah, honestly, when I see old people at work, I'm like, do I want to be like that? I don't know. Scryface, is that one of your friends? Ooh, their model is so beautiful. Partner push. Let's do it. Looking for my boyfriend's boyfriend. This is funny. Let's raid this person. All right, guys, we're gonna raid because I'm getting tired and I need to eat some food. Let's see. Channel. Creator dashboard. I also saw how very injured people are, and I don't want that either. It's really tough. The world is crazy. A lot of bad things happen. Um. Of course, you can message me. I might not be able to respond though because I do have to work all night. But whenever I get the opportunity to respond, I will. You guys can always talk to me in Discord if you need anything. I'm always here for you guys. Before you go, what? What are you gonna do to me? What are you gonna do to me? I'm waiting, Silver. Oh. Thanks, Martin. Meow. Meow. I'm waiting with bated breath.
Stop!
Ah!
You violated the law.
You said, before you go, one more leash. What? Yeah, that was a good opportunity, Martin. You took it. Oh, heads up for tomorrow's stream, guys. Heads up for tomorrow's stream. The cozy Michi model cannot be balded, unfortunately. I will not be able to be bald. Leash is still active. Leash will still work, but I cannot be balded. So I have to give that heads up now, and I'm gonna pin it as a message to let you know that I won't be able to be bald tomorrow. It's like a whole setup thing, that's why. But okay, guys, let's get this raid going. Let's see, Scryfay. Oh, wait, did I type their name wrong? BB, I'm BB. It's true. I'm a BB. I can't get. Oh, are there raids off? Are there raids off? Because I don't see them popping up when I type it in. Dear God, 10K. Dear God, you have cheered so many cheers. Silver, my cheering king. My cheering king. I think their raids might be off. You my baby. I'm baby. I am baby. Let's see. Alright, I gotta find someone because their raids are off. You guys wanna go to a cat boy? How about a cat boy? I have a cat boy. Or this person. This person's cute. This person. Let's go to this person. You want to do Shy Lily? I want to do Shy Lily. I don't know if Shy Lily's raids are on. Let me see. Shy Lily's raids are on. Let's do it. Let's do Shy Lily. Yes, she is in her new model. Oh, I love her new model. It's so cute. It's so cute. You're right, Martin. You are right there. Okay. Shy Lily's accent is adorable. Raptor, do you sound like this? Do you sound like Shy Lily? She's saying crazy things right now, just letting you know. Shy Lily, she's German. You didn't know that? Yeah, she's German. Alright, guys, send the raid emotes. Send the raid emotes. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Michi Fox and everything, as you know. I think you're all in Discord already. But I'm excited for tomorrow's stream, okay? Yay! You're gonna go eat all the other cats? Okay, alright, let's go. Let's go!